Here we go. You guys ready? This is the inaugural show called Fatties Fantasy Football Factory. Are we ready, gentlemen? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's talk S-P-O-R-T-S. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Big Sunday. Come on. Big Sunday. Let's do this. What do we got? What do we got? First game of the week. What do we got?
Start it off, PJ. You started off.
I think we got Rams and Eagles. And we have a 45.5 over-under. Mandarin, is that true? We're 45.5 over-under.
That is true. I like the over.
I like the under. I think this is going to be a ground game. I'm talking 2017. Malcolm Brown is a must-start this week for me. Malcolm Brown is a must-start. Based on McVay's game plan last week, we're going to see a ground game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'd take the under. Giggs, what do you think?
Yep, I agree with that. I'm going to talk about Malcolm Brown a little bit later with our waiver wire pickups of the week.
Philly will be without Alshon Jeffrey, I believe. So the only weapon I think they'll have, and he'll put up some good numbers, Goddard, their tight end. So one hell of a game. One hell of a game. Maybe Miles Sanders as an RB2 if you're desperate.
He is clear.
They, hands down, have the best tandem tight ends in the league. Hands down, Hurts, Goddard. Moving forward, 2 tight ends in the top 10 every week, guaranteed.
All right. Who's up next?
Mandarin.
What do we got for a game?
Let's see. We got Giants, Bears. I like the Bears. They sucked last week. It's okay. Trubisky played out of his ass. Giants are terrible. Saquon Barkley had like 2 yards. They're not going to do anything this year. Pick the Bears. Let's see what the over is. Over under 42. I'll go under.
Wow.
Not much to say about that game.
Allen we like the under.
Still looking for a contract. That's gonna be
He
tough.
says it's behind him. Him. I believe him. This week, 590, 2 touchdowns. Allen Robinson, put it in the bank.
Put it in the bank.
The Bears, whoop.
We're gonna move right into week 3. The third game of week 2. We got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Atlanta Falcons. This is gonna be a high-scoring affair, guaranteed. I think the Falcons are gonna be playing from behind the whole game, which means a big day from Matty Ryan and a big day from Julio Jones, and maybe not so much of a big day for Todd Gurley. And I'm gonna say this: we're gonna see CD Silence of the Lambs he's gonna come out, baby. He's coming out this week because Blake Jarwin broke his fucking kneecap. And he's out. Yep. He's out.
I'd start every receiver in that game.
I would start every receiver in that game, and I'd start both quarterbacks because I think both Dak and Matt Ryan are both top 5 quarterbacks this week.
Balls in the air, just like when Kirk wipes. Balls in the air.
You get a look
balls in the air everywhere.
What Wilson did, I think he only missed 4 passes. I mean, come on.
Yeah, very accurate. Next game. What do we got? 49ers and the Jets. What's going to be faster? What's going to be faster? The Jets losing this in the first 2 minutes of the game, or Big Steve nutting in his drawers when he found out Ruth Bader Ginsburg died last night? I swear to God. Woo! The 49ers defense is a must start. I would say the Jets score 7 points this whole fucking game. 7 points.
We got an
they
over
don't have,
under 40.
They're all hurt. Everybody's hurt. They don't have a run back.
Under again?
41-5.
41-5.
That's under
all day. Crowder's hurt. I wouldn't start him.
Jets suck.
Sam Donald, you're gone. Michael Perrine maybe at the running back.
I think he's out, and Frank Gore is in.
And his backup is oh boy, what's his name? Brandon Ayuk. Ayuk.
You know what I think about him?
Yuck. That is gross. Jets are banged up worse than a 5 a.m. hooker on a night 6.
So look for Jimmy G to rebound this week. If he's on your waiver wire and you need a quarterback, that's a good start.
Jimmy G. Mandarin's going with Jimmy G.
Very good.
Yep.
Mandarin, next game.
We got Panthers and the Buccaneers. Tom Brady, he's back. He's angry. He's mad at his coach. Godwin's hurt. Look for Mike Evans. Fournette, let's get the game going a little bit. Look for that tight end, not the tight end, the new receiver that he has, Scotty Miller. He's going to turn him into the next Edelman. I love this game. I love the money line. Let me see. What do we have here for over-under? 1 second. I lost it. We have over-under 47.5. I love the over. Brady is pissed.
Wow.
Lay the points. Let's do it. You know what? Lock of the week.
Lock of the week. Lock of the week. Holy shit. Lock of the week.
I wanted to
unbelievable. Mandarin's calling it right now.
I'm so excited about this
fucking
game.
Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. I'm glad we came back. I'm glad we came back from commercial break. Let's write it down. What's the next fucking game?
Next game we got the Lions at the Packers. So the Packers last week, I don't know who that Aaron Rodgers was, but it looks like the guy's fucking possessed. No Danica Patrick in a sack. He's got his knees back. He's got his fucking arm back, throwing the fucking football like hell won't have it. And he's going against the lowly-ass fucking Lions, who gave up 3 passing touchdowns to fucking Mitchell Trubisky. What a fucking bum. I'm going to say this, though. Matty Stafford is going to have a game because they're going to be behind. He's going to have to fucking throw it. No Kenny Galladay. That means
no Kenny Galladay.
Jones Jr., big day receiving. Jones Jr. And not so big of a day for fucking Peterson. Old as balls. Can't catch a ball out of the backfield. Might see the kid Swift some. That might be interesting.
Peterson had 6.6 yards of carry last week.
That's right.
Think about that.
They hate their running backs. Patricia hates Swift and hates Johnson.
Carry on, my wayward son. He is done.
He's done. Something else to look out for. You know, Valdez Scantlin, obviously, and Alan Lazard fucking keep on. You know, if Rodgers keeps on airing it out to those boys, all of them, include obviously Devontae Adams, maybe possibly the number 1 receiver this week. Could be, arguably.
Ooh, don't sleep on MVS.
Any of those boys.
Quick question.
Don't sleep on MVS. Go ahead.
You're going to play a prop over under 299.5 passing yards for Aaron Rodgers. Over under.
I'm taking the over.
Taking the
Love
over.
it.
He's going 300.
Over.
He's going 315. 315, 320.
Hot for the over.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Jesus. What's the next game?
You're up, buddy.
Oh, it's the Bills and Dolphins.
No.
Hey, I'm a little wary of cheap timeshares in Florida. So when I see the Bills are doing the running back committee down there, it scares me. And when I see that, I think Josh Allen is going to have a fucking field day in the air. I am looking for Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Big hookup, over 100, 2 touchdowns. They are going to smash. And by the way, we're going to get a little bit of rain down there, too. 89 degrees. Ooh. So if you have any of those kickers, I'd say no, but it's got humid. It is going to be a bloodbath in Miami. That's my prediction.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh another player to look at is Gaskin, the running back for the Dolphins. Had the most touches last week against the Pats. You know, no one, Maddie there, who's the guy that came from the 49ers who's running? Yes, Breida. He's not taking the rock like everyone thought he was going to. Nope. And neither is Jordan Howard. Yep. Yeah, nobody's fucking stepping up. That Gaskin kid, he's one to watch.
Devontae Parker's injured too, so it doesn't bode well down to the tip of America's penis. Doesn't bode well down there.
Uncircumcised.
I hope they don't play Tua in this game. I hope not. I know they're not going to, but you don't want a situation like with Joe Burrow. They're going to ruin that kid.
Ruin him.
Keep playing him.
Joe Burrow did. Actually, Joe Burrow did well. I think
we're going to get there.
Tip of America's penis. Uncut. Huge hammer. What do we got?
What you got, Mandarin?
We got Broncos Steelers. I like the Steelers in this game. They played really well last game against who the hell did they face? Whoever they faced last week. They did well. Broncos.
That'd be the Giants.
No defense. They have no defense. Von Miller's still hurt. They're a mess.
Oh boy, I agree to disagree. The Broncos running defense is stout, so I would quell the Snell. Let's put it that way.
Connor's good to go. This is
they took care of Derrick Henry. That's for damn sure. They shut him down, even though Henry did end up with over 100 yards. Didn't find the end zone, but they looked pretty stout against Derrick Henry.
You know what's weird? Big Ben, he looks good. Flawless.
Wow. Well, I think he's big, a little bit more mobile. I think he's got that elbow fixed. He's good. Good to go. Good to go. Next game, moving on.
We got the Vikings at the Colts. This is an interesting game. This one's a tough one to predict. You know, most people, you're going to have Dalvin Cook on the ground. And, you know, the Colts lost Marlon Mack last week. So now it's going to be in the hands, I think, to begin with the rookie Jonathan Taylor. However, Hines is going to cut into some of those carries. He's probably going to carry the ball 5 to 8 times, I bet, a game. And he's definitely going to catch some passes out of the backfield. Anyone knows anything about Phillip Rivers, he likes throwing the balls to his to his running backs, whether it be Austin Eckler or Melvin Gordon last year. And he also likes throwing his ball to his tight ends. So I don't know if Jack Doyle's playing this game, but Jack Doyle's going to be huge. If, just like you look at Hunter Henry's stats last, and you look at Antonio Gates, so the over-under on this game is 48.5.
Ooh.
What do you think, boys? That's a tough one. That's like pretty even there.
This way.
You going above it?
Above.
I happen to agree with you. Another thing about this game that's pretty interesting, you're going under. Okay, Mandarin's going under. TJ's going over. I like it. Under and over. We're making a sandwich, baby. All right, one thing that's pretty interesting about this game, Paris Campbell. The emergence of Paris Campbell. Last week had just as many targets as T.Y. Hilton. And I think he had a better game than T.Y. Hilton as well. So maybe there's a little connection happening. So if Paris Campbell's out there in your league and available, might be someone you look to stash away on your bench to bolster up that wide receiver core.
I will say Paris Campbell is going to be talked about a little bit later. Go ahead, Mandarin.
I like the Vikings in this game. How much of a disappointment were the Colts last week? Easy money. They were playing the Jaguars. Billions of dollars must have been lost.
Very typical of the Phillip Rivers-led offense. Close, but no cigar.
Yep. I like the Vikings in this game as well. I think it's going to be a whole bunch of Dalvin Cook, really. And I hope it is because he's on my fucking team, buddy.
I will take the Indianapolis Colts. I am taking the Colts. I'll give you a couple of reasons why later.
All right.
Well, the next game we have, Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Tennessee Titans. At Tennessee, sunny and 78 degrees.
Oh,
very nice weather. Very nice weather. Maybe Steve Gostkowski can make a fucking kick this week.
Doubt it.
He's walked.
Well, it's going to be a tough one. Derrick Henry, Corey Davis, must starts in this game. AJ Brown, I don't believe he's going to play. He's questionable at the moment. So Ryan Tannehill will be going deep to Corey Davis. The only one on Jacksonville I think I'd like, Minshew would probably be mediocre. James Anderson, the undrafted rookie there, did decent last week. Not great, but decent enough to be an, RB2.
Robinson. James Robinson.
Sorry. Yes.
Yep,
there you go. It's like Steve Robinson.
Robinson actually played pretty damn well. I think he had close to 90 yards rushing, and he had 18 carries, I believe. I think he had all the fucking carries for that team.
Yeah. With Fournette out of there, then it sounds like
I wouldn't
good
touch
place.
The game. From a money point of view, I wouldn't touch it. I could see the Jaguars winning. I could see the Titans scoring 14 points.
This is the possum game of the week. Jacksonville plays dead at home, and then they'll be dead on the road. So,
over under 44. Under.
Really, even with the game that Minshew turned in last week, Minshew had 3 passing touchdowns last week, didn't he?
They were home. They had fans. Different crowd.
That's true.
No, it looks like Minshew. Rich Mandarin. Look at that mustache.
That's fucking sexy,
nice.
baby.
Sexy.
I'd ride that mustache.
5 cents. 5 cents.
5 cents.
All right, what do we got?
They didn't have fans. There's no fans in the NFL this year. Rich Mandarin.
There's no what? What are you talking about, Justin? They had 6,000 fans Thursday night for the Browns Cincinnati Bengals.
There was a fight in the stands. There was a fight.
There was
Yes, there was.
6,000 people. There was a fucking fight. I love it.
There was a fight.
The dog pound, baby.
All right, we got the game of the week coming up. Pats.
Game of the week. Ooh, Sunday night.
Patriots,
NFL. Patriots Seahawks.
This game is going to be tremendous. We're going to learn a lot. Either the Pats are for real, or if they lose, you can say, well, Belichick's just playing the first 4 games. He's treating this like a preseason. Is the offense for real? Are they a running team, or are they going to be a passing team? Last week it was a little bit of a high school offense. Lots of QB draws, lots of running. Can Cam Newton throw the ball?
Wow.
Anyone you would start for the Patriots in that? Would you start anyone on the Patriots in that game?
0 starts. Nope.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Edelman's going to get doubled.
He is the dump him out bust of the week right here. I'm going to give it to you right now. The
Whoa.
dump him out, Mandarin, dump him out. Dump him out. Bust of the week. Cam Newton.
And on the Seahawks side, Russell Wilson's going to swing the ball. Lockett's going to get double teamed. Fucking Gilmore, he's going to walk down DK Metcalf. What are you going to do? This is going to be tough.
Dump him out is what you're going to do. Dump him
We
out.
get 44.5. I could see this going over. I could see this going under.
All right, let me ask you guys something. I have a quarterback controversy. I have Russell Wilson. I also have Aaron Rodgers. Who would you start?
Rodgers,
100% Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't even question that.
And Russell Wilson is the second best quarterback in the league. And I would start Rodgers.
Right. I mean, he's gonna be okay, but I don't expect this Sunday night game to have too many points.
What's the over/under on that game?
44-5.
Way under.
I think under too.
17-20.
34-30. I could see
no.
it,
10-17 Seahawks. That's what I predict.
Old like 1980s, like 81 score.
10-17.
Do you like Michelle? Do you like Sony Michelle? If that's the case, it's a low-scoring game.
No,
I've never liked any Patriots running back ever.
I don't. No. Nope. No.
Last one I liked was Corey Dillon.
No. No Patriots. If they're on your team, very hard to start.
Pats D, probably a good play.
I wouldn't
say
mind
that.
I think
Pats
I try.
D would be a good play. And maybe, if you have to, maybe Edelman, just because of the volume, just because of the looks. I bet he gets targeted
10 times.
Yeah.
Easy 10 times.
Or it could
10
get targeted
targets.
4, and they run it 50 times, 65 times. That's
Which
crazy game.
I don't think Cam Newton is going to be able to survive if week 1, if he tries to accomplish what he did in week 1. I just think it's impossible
the
to
Seahawks
maintain that.
Their secondary, a little bit overrated. They gave up a lot of points and a lot of yards to Ryan last week.
They did, but
No
boy,
longer the lead
that
in the
12th
booth.
man,
They don't have
you know what? The
fans.
12th man is gone.
Neutralized.
Zero
Gone.
neutral site game,
Gone.
basically.
They're going to be lighting fires outside of the stadium.
That's right. Fucking rioting. That's right.
They're going to be rioting outside of the stadium.
We
There's
don't
no 12th
want
man.
Supreme Court justice.
Wait a second. Oh, damn it. I think Cam Newton's going to be the bust of the week.
Oh, bust of the week. There he is.
I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's
Well, I hope for my sake that he throws a touchdown and runs one in. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Well, send it over to the next game right here. What do we got?
All right. Next game we have the Chiefs at the Chargers. All right. Now, this is hands down Chiefs game. There, okay? So, who to play in this game? All right? Everyone passed over Hilaire, okay? I did 4 times on 4 different things, and the guy went fucking crazy. So he's one to watch. He did suck hind tit on the goal line, so maybe Darrell Williams does steal some of those goal line carries, okay? Patrick Mahomes is going to have a huge game. The Chiefs are going to be up early. They're going to be up by big. Well, that means Tyrod Taylor's going to be heaving the fucking ball, and Mike Williams,
there he is.
Mike Williams is going to be the beneficiary of that. And hopefully, Austin Eckler actually does something.
Austin Eckler. Must stop.
Last week, he didn't do a goddamn thing. Now, Justin Jackson is out hurt, and that means, one of this week's big waiver wire pickups is going to be in there, Joshua Kelly, who had a pretty damn good last week. So Joshua Kelly might cut into some of Austin Eckler a little bit. But, the Chiefs are going to win this game, and they're going to win it big. So start all your Chiefs and start the receivers for
do we see any of that Justin Herbert in this game?
No, too soon.
Too soon. What if it's 50-7 in the third quarter? Jesus.
Still going with Tyrod.
All right. Well, hey, what a fucking game.
Clay? Do you remember the tight end Clay?
Yes, played for Miami.
You remember the last time that he had a name in Buffalo? Who was his quarterback? Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod
loves tight ends. Look for Hunter.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry's a good play, but Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, another good play. All those guys, I think it's going to be garbage time, a lot of garbage time, because they're just going to be fucking hucking that sucker.
Well, I love the Uncle Henrys, by the way.
Me too.
Love the Uncle Henrys. Get some nice firearms. Anyway, next game, we got a huge, massive game. Game of the week for me. Game of the week. Texans, Ravens. Here we go. Two mobile quarterbacks going at it. Airing the ball out. Will Fuller and Watson are going to. I'm talking 147 yards. I'm calling right now. 147 yards, 2 touchdowns for Fuller. Whoa.
Big.
Doesn't mean they're winning the game. They're going to be down, just like the Chargers will be. They'll be down a little bit. Lamar Jackson, their committee, or the running back committee, kind of scares me with Ingram and Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins, yeah.
Yes. So that kind of scares me off a little bit. So we'll see. I like Deshaun Watson this week. He's a must-start quarterback for me. One of the top, easily one of the top 5s.
Yeah, I think J.K. found the end zone twice last week. I think this week it's going to be Mark Ingram.
I hope so. I hate that coach in Baltimore. He said, we're going to do the running back by committee. It's going to change for a week. Do you start Mark Ingram? Do you not? Is he an RB2 anymore? Is he not? That's questions that I'm struggling with.
One of my leagues, I'm actually starting both of them. I got Dobbins in as my flex. So
there it is. Here's the line. Here's the line. I'm taking it over here. Up here. Up here. It's over. It's way over.
We got over under 50.
Over.
You like the over?
It's over.
I like
way over.
Way over.
Way over.
And David Johnson, he looked good last week. Not hurt.
Looked great.
He's not hurt, and he can stay on the field. He's a factor.
I agree. He looked great. And I didn't think he was going to be worth the shit. And I thought Duke Johnson was actually going to cut into his carries a lot more than he did, and he didn't. So that was good for David Johnson owners.
Don't forget that.
That's right.
Jeez, yep, he is a little banged up. Oh, well.
Who's up?
All right, next game.
Mandarin, what do we got?
We got the Washington football team and Arizona Cardinals.
What?
I love the over in this game. Washington football
what
team?
Teams? What?
Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Washington football team. It's a new era in that city.
Oh, okay.
I love the over in this game. Washington showed a little fight last week. It was mostly the Eagles screwing up and letting them win, but they still fought for something. Cardinals, that Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins connection is real. He had a career-high 14 targets. Look for that to continue. He is going to eat up that Washington secondary.
It starts with a K and ends in Kyler Murray. Let's go. He is Christian Kirk. You name it. Let's go.
I also think that Cardinals defense, mostly undrafted, might be a good flyer defense to pick up this week to go against that Washington offense.
I'll be honest with you. I picked up the Cardinals defense, and I am going to be starting them over the New England Patriots this week.
Whoa.
How about that?
That sounds good to me.
How about that?
Next game, we got the Saints at the Raiders.
The Oakland Raiders.
Monday Night Football.
No Michael Thomas. He hasn't been ruled out. I don't think there's a chance in hell he plays. What do you guys think?
No chance. No.
I don't think he plays. I don't think he plays at all.
Bubble wrap him.
Okay, so if you were bright, you went out there. Emmanuel Sanders did not go drafted in all leagues. I personally went out and grabbed Emmanuel Sanders. I don't know if I'm going to be playing him. Actually, for the shits and giggles, I got Traquan Smith as well. Okay, but I think this game is going to be Kamara. It's going to be run, and it's going to be passes to Kamara. I think we're done with the fucking Drew Brees 300-yard game. I think they're gone. I think they're a thing of the past. He's an old man. They're going to run the fucking ball like they would. I don't even know.
No dink and dunk.
No. I don't even know if I'm going to play Sanders, even though he might be a good flex option. They really didn't have a position for him in week 1. He was kind of an afterthought. Okay? And obviously for the Raiders, I bet Josh Jacobs is going to be maybe the best running back in the league this year. Quite possibly
unbelievable.
The best running back.
What a running back.
If I'm the Saints, I go Patriots of whenever they play the Rams 2018, running game all the way, get to the Super Bowl, win it. Freezes here, right off into the sunset.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kamara's happy with the contract.
You are fucking nuts. You are nuts. Look at all those nuts. No way. No way, Jose.
What do you
Unbelievable.
think?
I think they'll get close to it. I don't think they're making it. I think we might see the next game on the docket right here. The Super Bowl team. What's the next game?
Wait, real
Next
quick.
game.
Back
You're
to
up.
the Raiders. If the waiver wire, if Ruggs is still on the waiver wire, pick him up. That kid is going to be good.
He's got to be gone. He's got to be gone in most places. But you're right.
If
He's
not,
going to be
snap
fucking
him
good.
up. Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
Put him on your bench. He'll be
Yep.
back, what, week 3?
Yep,
Is he on
he's
IR?
hurt, but no.
No,
He's hurt,
he's playing.
questionable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's questionable. Game time, I think.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. What do we got?
Oh, you're up.
I'm up. I'm
Yeah.
guessing it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
No, we did that. I think we're done.
No, we did that.
Yeah. No, I think we're good then. I think
That
we're
is
done.
it. That might be
I
it.
think that's it.
Perfect. Let's
That's
go
it,
over
we
some
covered all the
waiver
games?
wire. Let's go over some waiver wire. We talked about Malcolm Brown. If he hasn't been picked up, if you're in a league with a bunch of dummies and he hasn't been picked up, you get your lazy ass out there and you pick up Malcolm Brown. Everyone thought Cam Akers was going to be the man, and he's not. Malcolm Brown had 79 yards, and I think he had about 30 yards receiving as well, and he's going to be the goal line back for that team. So he's a guy, Benny Snell, you need to get Connor's handcuffed because Connor can be a vagina, okay? He's not as tough as he used to be, all right?
Ooh, that's Snell.
That's
Let's go.
right. How don't you smell that? Snell. The other thing we got Hines ketchup, baby. You got to go get Hines. You got a guy like Phillip Rivers who loves throwing to his running backs. You got to get Hines. Throw
There's
the fucking
no way
ball
that
to
he's still
Hines.
available. Can't possibly still be available.
Can't possibly. Here we are on Sunday morning, but you never know. There could be some dummies that just don't understand how the waiver wire works.
That's true.
Okay, Dallas Goedert is another one. He's another guy that I saw out there available, and he was well over 100
You know
yards
what he did?
receiving.
You scooped him up. You scooped
He
him.
scooped him up.
Scooped him up.
That's right.
Scooped him right up.
Scooped
him up. Like you picked up your dog's shit in the morning. Scooped it right up.
Sure.
TJ, you touched on James Robinson for the Jags. Probably not a bad guy to stash away on your bench.
Good
in case
RB2.
you have-
Good RB2.
Good RB2. And then a couple, we talked about Paris Campbell, wide receiver for the Colts, had a great game. And what was the guy, Mandarin, you brought him up, Anthony Miller. Anthony Miller, wide receiver
Scotty
for the
Miller.
Chicago. Oh, no.
Scotty Miller.
I'm
Scotty
talking
Miller.
to Anthony
Tampa.
for the
Oh,
Bears.
Anthony Miller for the Bears, yeah.
For the Bears. And
Let's-
Scotty Miller for the Bucks.
Well, then let's transition here. Sleepers of the week. I'm going to go Scotty Miller. Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Godwin is out.
There you
my
go.
So
He's
here we
gonna
go.
love that kid.
That's my first sleeper of the week is going to be Scotty Miller. Look for 5 and 90 at a minimum. So
I love
I
it.
like that. We touched on this. Paris Campbell. He's another sleeper. I'm going with him. I got Phillip Rivers. I got him. I got this one. Deep state sleeper candidate. Jerry Jeudy, Denver.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, he looked good, man.
Yes,
He's
he
got
did.
fast ass feet, dude. He
I-
looked good.
I'm saying 6 catches with Jerry Jeudy this week. 6. 6. I like that. We got the Smith family cheese defense of the week. Is my pick is going to be the Vikings because they are going to be like Swiss cheese. I expect the Colts to be all over them just like Aaron Rodgers was. Yep. So they, I believe Philip Rivers is going to emulate what Aaron Rodgers did last week, and they can try to hold them up a little bit more. I like my upset Indianapolis Colts over the Minnesota Vikings this week. They dropped 0-2.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Hold
Wow,
big out.
Tough one.
That's gonna be a tough one. Yep.
Tough one.
All right.
What are your locks? Any more locks there, Mandarin?
You guys
see.
Well,
that's the money pick. Money pick. Let's go over a
lock
lock
right now. We got Pats +4. I'm gonna do it +4.
Pats +4.
That's gonna be a close game. +4. If you're in a field goal, guess what?
I'm taking the Seahawks.
Money line. We're gonna go Bucks. Over under. We're gonna go in the Baltimore Texans game over under 50. And that, my friends, you can lock it in. 2 locks. Over.
Lock it in.
That's gonna be an insane scoring game.
2 locks. Lock it in. Lock it in. Before we wrap this up, folks. Final. What do we got? You got any thoughts on this week? Week 2. The NFL. Got any thoughts?
I'm gonna go back to week 2, the very first game. I want to talk about Joe Burrow's 61 passing attempts out there. He's out. Something to keep an eye on him.
Well,
he's targeting Boyd. He's targeting AC Green. He's got some guys, and he's throwing the frickin' rock. He's throwing the goddamn ball. Someone to look. Someone to watch. Some of those leagues where you got QB's attempts or something like that where you're getting. So Joe Burrow's definitely one to watch, and it was kind of nice to see Baker Mayfield throw the ball well too. So that was actually an enjoyable fucking game. I couldn't believe it.
It's the first enjoyable game from the Bengals and the Browns I've seen ever.
In my life.
In my life.
Into the future a little bit. That
Let's do it.
For the Bengals, Sample, I think his name is. Whoever came
Uzuma?
in when no, he got hurt. The kid that came in, look for him on the waiver wire. He's got a connection with Burrow.
You're right.
A lot at the end of the game.
He was the highest ranked tight end last year, I believe. He got that. You're right. So Sample, I think you're right. His name.
Scoop him.
I got him.
I can get him.
I got him. That's it. You got to pick them up. You got to pick them up when they're hot.
Especially tight end. It's such a rotating position. If you don't have one of the higher, tier guys, hey, why not?
That's right. I agree. Another tight end to look at, maybe, just maybe, Logan Thomas from the Washington football team. He's, he had 8 targets last game. He only had 30. He only had 37 yards, and he had a touchdown, but he had fucking 8 targets. And, that's one of those teams where you think that they're going to be relying on their tight end a little bit. So Logan Thomas is another guy to watch out for.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins' second year. You got to rely on that tight end second year quarterback.
Yep.
Anyway, this has been great, guys. Giggs, Mandarin, thanks for joining. We're going to have to do it again, and we'd have to do it every week as long as everybody fucking likes what we did.
That's right.
And there goes the some more commercials. Let's go. You ready? Let's go. NFL here.
You got any questions? Put them in the damn comments. We'll try to answer them. If you got, hey, who should I start?
For next week.
On Diggs? Next week, we'll answer some shit. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
I got 3 guys. I can start 2. Sanders, Fournette. One's a flex. What should I do? Put in the comment.